Yo, 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 what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Lamborghini Preem back once again talking this boxing shit. And this video right here is in regards to the recent signing of Amir King Khan, to Eddie Hearn in Matchroom Boxing. And my thoughts on it, man, honestly, I like it. I think it's a good idea. I think it's going to positively benefit Khan a lot. I believe Eddie Hearn is the shit, man. He's probably the biggest promoter outside of maybe Bob Arum that's out there right now. Oh shit. We got to shout out my man Lou DiBella too. He doing his thing, but he not nowhere near where Eddie Hearn is. He's more like really just a proxy for Al Heyman. And, he kind of act like that. He don't really, jump out the window and do anything super special or spectacular for his fighters in the way that Eddie Hearn do. Or at least that's the way it seemed. I could be wrong. I'm not one of his fighters. But from what I see, from the Tevin Farmer situation, I just couldn't picture no shit like that going down over in Matchroom. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? I like this for Khan. I feel like this guarantees that these next 3 fights, because he done signed a 3-fight deal, this guarantees that all 3 of them shits is going to be lucrative, because Eddie Hearn, even when he send his guys in against less than stellar competition, he makes sure they get respected on the check. Same thing with Al Heyman. He going to get his guys paid, so I expect Khan to make a shitload of money, man. I see what he doing. This is smart. You know what I'm saying? The cash out fights. Do I think we going to see Brook Khan? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I understand Khan being signed with Matchroom makes it seem like those fights are, closer than ever, but not those, I should say. That fight in particular, specifically, is closer than ever, but shit. What's the name? What's my man? Errol Spence and Keith Thurman both signed with Al Heyman, and that shit ain't nowhere near closer to happening. And Thurman like, no. Like, you want some of this too? He's like, no. like the old man on Friday. No. At least not right now. My man Thurman said not right now. He gotta get his shit together, bounce back from that injury, look good in a couple fights, then go on and take on Arrow. And the only reason I'm okay with that is because, at least he's being honest about it. You know what I mean? Not, bullshitting us and insulting our intelligence with a bunch of fucking excuses as to why. He just admitted, like, yo, I'm not ready for him. I'm not around for that fight. So I respect it. But that's an example of 2 fighters under the same umbrella with a fight that should happen as soon as possible that probably won't happen anytime soon. And it just shows that at the end of the day, it's up to the fighter to fight who they want to fight, and I personally just don't think I feel like Khan is going to exercise every available option outside of Kell Brook he possibly can, you know what I'm saying, because I believe deep down Amir Khan knows that he probably can't beat Kell Brook, at least at this stage in his career, you know what I'm saying. He's got too many, well, not even too many, the kind of liabilities that Khan got plays extremely well into Kell Brook's hands. You know what I'm saying? Having that fucked up chin, Kell Brook got a lot of power. That's scary. Having that flaw where he gets scrappy once he gets hit for real. And once somebody get his timing down, punch with him, those are things that Kell Brook is really good at. He's really good at punching in the middle of a flurry of his opponent's flurry and stopping them in their tracks. And once a guy like Khan gets stung and start, wobbling all around the ring and shit, it could be curtains, in an embarrassing fashion at that. So I feel like if I'm Khan and I have any other viable option on the table that makes me anywhere comparable to the type of money I would have made fucking with Kell Brook, I'm gonna go that way, because like they say, if Khan lose to anybody else, he can still hold his head up in England and shit. People gonna still show him respect, show him love, whatever. But to lose to Kell Brook would be devastating. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just really just an ego thing. You know what I mean? Because personally, how could anyone look down on Khan for losing to a guy like Brook? Brook ain't no fucking scrub, you know what I mean? You know, these boys just rivals, you know, on some Ryu and Ken shit. You know, it ain't really like, at the end of the day, history wouldn't look at Khan like he a scrub. You know, if he was to lose to a Kell Brook, I don't see that at all. So, you know, but that's neither here nor there. I guess Khan may feel, or his people may be advising him to avoid Brook. And personally, right now, I think that's the smartest thing for him. And it's a couple of reasons why. The first one is both Khan and Brook stock both is at an all-time low right now. You know what I'm saying? They both at an all-time low. From Brook being, you know, taking the back-to-back losses he done took with Triple G and Errol Spence, which are, though commendable losses, very commendable. Didn't lose no respect from Brook for either fight. Even the way I hated the way that he had to quit versus Errol Spence. But when it came out that his shit was really, you know, his eye socket was broken again, I understood completely, and that totally restored my faith in Brook. You know what I mean? If somebody told me that one more punch and I might go blind, you know what I'm saying, and I'm experiencing them crazy symptoms that come along with a broken orbital in the middle of a fight, and I'm in there with an Errol Spence, I probably, you know, well, I don't know. I can't say what I would do. All I can say is that I understand. I do understand. It makes sense. You know what I mean? As a business decision, even outside of a health decision, a business decision to continue your career and, you know, fight another day. Because you fuck around and go blind and then have to retire after that fight and then you lose anyway. You know what I mean? That's a devastating blow right there. But, yeah, as far as Khan, same thing. That loss to Canelo, man, god damn, that shit was vicious, man. A very vicious loss. And right now, him versus Brook, like, at one point it was like a $10 million fight, 10 million pound fight, you know, or euro, whatever the fuck, 10 million something, 10 million pounds. This is Great Britain. 10 million pound fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of fucking money, but at this point right now, that luster is kind of off, so both these guys need to get some good wins, and then maybe, you know, 2 or 3 fights down the road, 1 or 2 fights down the road, because neither of these guys, I don't think, got no more than 6 fights in them, but 1 or 2 fights down the road, man, this fight will be right back to where it's at. I mean, it'll be right, it'll be put on the high level that it deserves, so long as they both get good wins, you know. Yeah, like the Rabchenko fight is gonna be a good one for Brook to bounce back, but he's gonna need a little higher quality fight after that to, you know, bring back the cachet or the pizzazz that, you know, this fight deserves. Same thing with Khan, except Khan got a slew of better options that could put him right back on that pedestal right now. Like, it's rumored he's supposed to be fighting Adrian Broner, and if he was to take that fight and win that fight, I believe that puts him right back on the, you know, that puts him right back ahead of everyone else into a position to where that fight with Brook would make money again. You know what I'm saying? And there's no doubt that it would make money now, just wouldn't make as much money as it could make. And we both know Eddie Hearn. Oh, we all know Eddie Hearn. He wants to maximize income, much like, well, just about everybody. Everybody involved in this situation will want to maximize their income. Brook and Khan and Eddie Hearn. So it is what it is. You know, I like what I'm seeing from these guys, as far as the way they bouncing back and shit. This boy is doing good. Or Eddie Hearn is doing a good job of managing their careers and bringing them back from, you know, the depths of failure back to the highs of prosperity. You know what I'm saying? I commend Eddie Hearn for that too, because I believe both these fighters are high level fighters and they both deserve some shine. You know what I'm saying? Well, not shine, but they both deserve to be elevated as high as they possibly can be elevated before they go on and cash out. You know what I'm saying? They both gave us some pretty good fights. You know what I'm saying? Some very high highs and, you know, some dangerously low lows. But either way, man, it's gonna be I think this is going to be a fruitful and beautiful partnership between Amir Khan and Eddie Hearn, man. It's some good shit I like to see. It shows that, you know, bygones can be put to the back burner, or bygones can be bygones or looked at as bygones, so long as there's enough money on the table. Shit, I ain't mad at it, man. I ain't mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it, man. You gotta leave your emotions at the door. If you know that this guy can take you further in your career than anyone else, then you know you gotta go with him regardless of the fuck shit. So salute to Khan for doing that, salute to Eddie Hearn for being receptive, and salute to both of them if they make the Brook fight, because I still have my doubts, but I can really, it seems more real than it ever did, but even now it still seems, you know, it's up to Khan, man. I'll be waiting on Khan, but shit, that's my thoughts on it, man. And as always, make sure you go in and check out my all new album. It's My Turn, the Throne Ascension LP. It's a motherfucking classic, you know what I'm saying? It's actually very critically acclaimed. I was very humbled in reading some of the reviews and watching some of the YouTube videos where they reviewed my album. It really was a beautiful feeling, man. It's why you do this shit, you know what I mean? You put that work in so that you can, you know, see the fruits of it, man. I just really appreciate everybody that's fucking with me, man. I really do. So, yeah, man. Don't forget, check that out. I'm going to put some links in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? And fuck with me. Make sure you hit the little bell icon, too, because it look like they're going to be allowing me to go live from this channel pretty soon. And as soon as they do, I'm going to just start doing that. You know what I'm saying? Start kicking it with y'all, you know, because that's something I don't really do too often on my music channel, not as yet. You know what I mean? I got some personal shit behind the scenes that I really want to set up and make sure it's in place for my records and shit before I even explain to y'all what that means and show y'all all that in the background, you know what I mean? But when it comes to this boxing shit, that ain't nothing, you know what I mean? We can handle that in the meantime. But shit, like I said, man, I appreciate you for fucking with me. I'm on to the next one. Holla at me. Want it.